The educator that I'm focusing on for the Philosophy of Education project is John Amos Comenius. Um, Comenius uh, did some very groundbreaking things in the world of education, and their effects and impact can still be felt today, which is why I chose Comenius to focus on. Um, Comenius lived in the time that the 30 Years' War was taking place between the Catholics and Protestants in Europe. And this impacted him very much, even personally, because he and his family were displaced, and eventually Comenius even was forced to live in exile. By seeing this violence and turmoil, it led Comenius to develop his philosophy that uh, the conflicts were caused by people being ignorant of each other. And this ignorance led to people being intolerant and forming prejudices of each other's beliefs. Comenius believed that through knowledge that people could gain tolerance and understanding of each other, which would lead to peace throughout the world, which is really what Comenius wanted, knowledge leading to peace. Some groundbreaking ideas that Comenius developed was his pacifist philosophy that knowledge belonged to all people, meaning not just the upper class, which was very much the way that education was focused at the time. Comenius believed that knowledge brought people closer to God, and because all humans were God's creation, that all humans deserved education. So not just the upper class, and also not just males. He believed that girls deserved to be educated just as much as boys. Um, Comenius was a school reformer, and he worked to make changes in schools, including ending corporal punishment. He believed that teachers should treat students fairly and have compassion for them. He believed that teachers needed to be specially trained and highly qualified in their work, and that teachers should also be models of fair moral conduct to their students. Comenius wrote many books, including The Great Didactic, where he applied many of his philosophies to give insight to teachers how to teach students. In this book, he laid out his ideas about the different stages of development that children go through, and this is another groundbreaking idea that we still apply today, that children develop at different stages, and that teachers need to present material to students at the appropriate stages so that students may be able to receive that material. He also developed, wrote and developed what's called the first picture book, the Orbis Pictus, which was a visual alphabet book. And at the time, again, that was something that was new. Comenius believed in using visuals as a way to engage students. So, in a school that Comenius uh, had created, you would see visuals on the walls, much like you do a classroom today. So that's another one of the ideas that Comenius developed that has continued through the years. Um, Comenius, his legacy is the idea of knowledge for all people. And I think most of us would agree today that everyone deserves a chance to be educated, but we need to remember that that wasn't always the case. Uh, there was a time when not everyone agreed that everyone deserved to be educated. And also, his idea that through knowledge people could find understanding for each other and have uh, tolerance and compassion for each other. Um, in the time that Comenius lived, again, there was much violence and conflict going on in the world, and relate that to even our times now. There still is conflict and violence taking place in the world, and perhaps through knowledge, people could find a way to have that compassion for each other and take steps closer to bringing peace in the world. Thank you.